Imagine this. Your phone rings. It's an unknown number, but you decide to answer. What you hear next could turn your world upside down. Okay, let's get right into it and unmask one of the most clever and frankly terrifying scams that's spreading across the country.
Just picture it. A calm, official-sounding voice on the other end says those exact words. They say they're the police, or the CBI, maybe even from the Reserve Bank. Your heart just drops. You're thinking, I haven't done anything wrong. Or have you? The doubt starts to creep in.
You know, for thousands of people all over India, this isn't just a thought experiment. It's a real and often devastating experience. So really, what do you do when the very people who are supposed to uphold the law seem to be the ones threatening you through your own phone? Yeah, this is way beyond a simple prank call. This is the opening move in a very carefully planned psychological game. It's called the digital arrest scam, and believe me, it has exploded into a full-blown national crisis. The whole trick, the entire foundation of this scam, is faking authority. I mean, think about it. By pretending to be these powerful officials, these crooks just bypass your rational brain and go straight for your deepest fears. Fear of getting into trouble, fear of being publicly shamed. It's a shockingly effective manipulation tactic. So let's be absolutely 100% clear about what a digital arrest is. It is not a real thing. It doesn't exist in our legal system. It's a scam. It's a con. What they do is create this virtual prison, and they use your own phone's camera to make you feel like you're trapped behind bars. Now, these guys aren't just making it up as they go along. They follow a script, a playbook, and it's chillingly effective. Understanding their playbook is your first and best line of defense. So let's break down exactly how they pull this off. So first, it starts with that call, designed to just send you into a panic. Then, to make it all seem more real, they demand you get on a video call, Skype, WhatsApp, whatever. But here's the really crucial part. Step 3, isolation. They order you not to talk to anyone, not your family, not your friends. They trap you in their web of lies. And then, once you're scared and totally alone, that's when they hit you with the demand for money, a fine they'll call it, or a deposit to make it all go away. And they don't accuse you of something small, oh no. They go for the scariest stuff imaginable. They'll say there's a package with your name on it full of drugs, or that your bank account is linked to some massive money laundering scheme. They might even flash some fake documents or a bogus ID card on the screen to make it all feel terrifyingly real. Okay, so you've seen how they build this whole elaborate trap. Now let's talk about the one single fact that makes the entire thing fall apart. Seriously, this is the most important thing you need to hear. Just let that sink in for a moment. No police officer, no CBI agent, no judge, absolutely nobody can legally arrest you over a video call. It is not possible. It is not legal. This one simple truth is your shield against this entire scam. So here's the bottom line. The entire story the scammers are telling you is a total lie. The Supreme Court has been incredibly clear on this. Any official notice that could lead to an arrest cannot be sent over WhatsApp or email. That's just not how our legal system works. Period. Knowing the truth is one thing, and it's incredibly empowering. But now, let's turn that knowledge into a concrete plan of action. If you ever get one of these calls, here is exactly what you need to do. The second you hear someone on the phone claiming to be an official and threatening you or asking for money, your reaction has to be instant. Just hang up. Don't argue with them. Don't try to explain yourself. Just disconnect. And it goes without saying, never, ever, ever transfer money. A real government agency will never, ever ask you to pay a fine over the phone to avoid being arrested. Okay, what if the worst happens and in a moment of panic, you've already sent them money? First off, don't panic more and please don't feel ashamed. These scammers are pros. But time is absolutely critical. Your first call is to your bank. Tell them to freeze a transaction immediately. Your second call is to the National Cybercrime Helpline. That's 1930. They can actually try to block the funds in real time. After that, file a complaint online and at your local police station. You know, this isn't just a bunch of random attacks on individuals. This is a huge organized criminal enterprise. So let's zoom out a little and see how this has become such a massive national issue and what's being done to fight back. Look at that number. 3,000 crore rupees. That is the staggering amount of money that victims have reportedly lost to these scams. And that's just the figure that was presented to the Supreme Court. The sheer scale of the damage is why this has become such an urgent priority for the whole country. In fact, the problem got so big that the Supreme Court itself had to step in. They took the pretty unusual step of ordering the CBI to take over and lead a single, coordinated investigation across all of India. This allows them to cut across state lines and go after these criminal networks as one unified force.
And this really shows you that there's a multi-front war being waged against these guys. You have centers like the I4C coordinating all the efforts. You have the online reporting portal so people can report crimes quickly. Telecom companies are working to block these spoofed international calls that look like they're local. And of course, there are public awareness campaigns. The fight is definitely on. So as we wrap this up, we've unmasked the digital arrest scam. And now you are armed with the truth to defeat it. But it does leave us with a much bigger question, doesn't it? Today, it's a scammer in a fake uniform on a video call, but tomorrow, it could be a perfectly convincing deepfake generated by AI. This whole problem is really about trust, and the challenge of figuring out who and what is real in our digital lives, well, that challenge is really just beginning.